Those scratches are proof that you used a rope to carry the body to the windowsill.
Oh? What's wrong, Kirumi? What's wrong? What's wrong? What's wrong? Hey, what's wrong? Hey, 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 hey!
I love him so much.
Kirumi quiet cause that's what happened?
Like the Stewie. Mom! Mom! Mommy! Mom! Mom!
Please answer us, Kirumi. Shuichi is doing this for your sake.
If it is for my sake, then it would be much easier to forfeit. But I cannot allow that, because I must do this for everyone.
For everyone.
I have a duty and a responsibility. I must serve everyone and protect them. So I refuse to surrender. They won't forgive me if I do.
Excuse me?
What? Where's this coming from? Her response seems genuine. So, what did she mean by everyone? Is she doing this for all our sakes? Am I wrong? Is Kirumi innocent? Oh, I'm wrong again.
Hey, Kirumi, who exactly is this everyone you're talking about?
Kaito?
I've just got a weird feeling about this. When you said everyone, it felt like you weren't talking about us. It felt like you were talking about someone who isn't here.
Someone who isn't here?
Someone outside of the academy?
Hey,
Now she's gonna puke.
Kirumi saw her own motive video?
The motive video?
You saw your important someone in danger, so you committed murder, right?
Is that true?
I am so sorry for making such a mess. Because of that, I made all of you assume something unnecessary.
Unnecessary?
You saying I'm wrong? This everyone you're talking about?
It is all of you, of course.
Really? Do you swear to a
Yes, really. So please believe me. I am not the culprit. I do not care what becomes of me, but I will not allow any of you to die. Because I made a promise to Kaede. She wished for all of us to escape together.
So we're going to escape in death, that's what you're saying.
Hell yeah.
Made. I wish to serve everyone. So please believe me. You have to.
Kirumi! Don't make Gonta big sad.
Are we sure Kirumi's the culprit? Maybe it's someone else. Are we sure Kokichi isn't the culprit?
Oh my god.
How rude.
Just can't believe Kirumi would kill Ryuma.
Kirumi's breakfasts were the best. She always treated us so well.
She really is like a mom.
Perhaps it was after she gained our trust.
Oh, God.
She saw her chance to strike.
Should we just have to
Casey
commit
Anthony
everybody?
does.
I screwed up.
Screwed up from head to toe. Even through your clothes, I can tell.
Clothes? Black fabric? Huh?
Shuichi, please reconsider suspecting me as the culprit. You only suspect me because I was at the gym during nighttime yesterday, correct? But you cannot accuse me of being the culprit with that insufficient proof. It is still possible for Maki and Kaito to have gone to the gym. They do not have alibis. They could have retreated.
Well, I guess she's got a black skirt, but Kaito doesn't have black clothing.
When you put it that way, it does seem possible.
We can't accuse Kirumi just based on our alibis.
Guys, yeah, she's not a degenerate male. Kirumi is wrong.
Yeah.
Nobody wants to lose their mommy.
Get over one more time.
I made a promise. As the ultimate detective, I made a promise to seek the truth. I made a promise to Kaede, so I'm not turning back now.
They're scared. They're scared that they have to accuse one of their friends of murder. So it's up to me. I have to do it. I'll use my detective work to prove it.
So you still believe I am the culprit? But there is no evidence to indicate that I am—
No, there is. I have proof that you're the culprit. I realized it when we determined that the ropeway was used to move the body. If it was indeed Kirumi who moved the body with a makeshift ropeway, then the final clue falls into place.
The final clue?
The damning evidence that proves Kirumi is the culprit.
Was it
Shuichi,
Blue's Clues?
Won't you please tell me why you are so desperate to pin me as the culprit?
Because you
Danganronpa
kill
Blue's
people.
Clues crossover. Make it happen.
Don't you want to protect everyone?
I'm doing this because I want to protect everyone. Shuichi.
Then you're wrong. Your deduction is all wrong.
Your words aren't going to convince me now. Not when I know the truth.
What truth? All you care about is your own reasoning. You don't even listen to others. I can't bet everyone's lives on a deduction made by a self-righteous brat.
Wow.
Oh, she's
Alright.
bringing out the big words now. She's got her guns out.
Don't be mean to my sushi, you little bitch.
You can't save anyone.
No more doubts. I'm confident I'm right. I'm going to present everyone the evidence that proves she's guilty.
Boop, 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 boop. There we go.
This is it!
He just slaps her with a piece of fabric.
The piece of black fabric in the pool. That's the final clue that proves you're guilty. It's been bothering me for a while. I couldn't figure out what it was. I thought it was just trash at first, but I couldn't dismiss it entirely. Now that the class trial has come this far, I know for certain. It's an important piece of the puzzle, because like the inner tube, it's evidence the culprit couldn't dispose of.
Huh? Why not?
Using the ropeway, you could slide the inner tube from the lab to the gym, but how would you control it? If it kept sliding and hit the window, the momentum would have thrown the body off. To prevent that from happening, the culprit needed some way to adjust the speed. For example, the culprit could have used their hands for friction.
Yeah, so what? You're still wrong. Your logic is flawed.
You hear about as sweaty as I am right now.
Kirumi, why are you becoming increasingly erratic? There is such absolute beauty in trying to fight against the truth.
Why does Kyo always look like he's trying to pose for his funeral?
What truth? That black cloth is just trash. You can't prove I'm the culprit with just that.
No, it's not just trash. It's proof that you're the culprit.
Finding out how that black fabric fits into this is the key to everything. I'll make it all clear now.
It's time to fight.
Okay.
You are-
She has a broom.
What is this truth?
Thought
You have to hold.
That is just your empty deduction. You continue to confuse everyone. You are incorrect.
Boom, 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 boom,
That
is
boom,
truth.
boom, 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 boom.
I'm
boom,
confused.
Empty deduction.
You have to hold it.
But it doesn't, it's not
Continue to
like
confuse
you hold
everyone.
it and it's like no, but you hold it after the thing goes off and it's also like
You are
no.
incorrect.
Gotta hit it first, and then you gotta hold
What
it.
is this truth?
I'm confused. Okay, you gotta like, yeah, you gotta get like perfect or it tells you no. Sorry.
In this class trial, everyone's life is at stake.
Boom, 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 boom,
Because
boom,
of your
boom,
self-righteous
boom,
truth.
Boom, 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 boom. Okay.
I
Everyone
fucking
must
hate.
die.
I fucking hate.
In this class trial, everyone's life is at stake.
Oh, go fuck yourself, lady.
Because of your self-righteous truth, everyone might die. In this class trial, everyone's life is at stake.
I know.
Because of your self-righteous truth. I completely understand your reasoning. But I will never accept it. It seems you wish to pin me as the culprit.
Oh, don't do that shit to
You
me.
do not have any evidence. You are only providing us with speculation. I only wish to protect everyone. Why must you interfere? I completely understand your reasoning, but I will never accept it. It seems you wish to pin me as the culprit. You do not have any evidence. You are
Oh, boy.
I think that's the one you really got to worry about is the fucking Bash one.
I know, and I fucking, you know how my hands are. I struggle with that shit so much.
I completely understand.
Whatever that is, go away.
You're doing black magic.
But I will never accept it. It
She's
seems
a
you
witch.
pin me as the culprit.
Look at her giant fist, dude.
You do not have any evidence.
My god, she is the fucking Mr. Fister.
Yeah.
I only wish to.
The fuck is that?
Just to block your view.
What is that piece of trash?
Karumi's gloves.
Karumi's gloves.
It ends here.
Thank God. Ooh, hello.
Oh my. Oh.
We just freaking crushed it.
I was actually gonna make a joke.
Yeah,
and
we
say,
did.
I was gonna make a joke saying, imagine if a Colossus kept coming off every time you did a critical.
Yeah,
And,
yeah,
it went off.
imagine.
Yeah.
Buddy.
Kirumi's glove?
If the culprit were slowing their descent by grabbing the rope with their hands, there would have been a lot of friction, easily enough to cause rope burn. But our culprit was smart. They weren't burned because they weren't barehanded.
Yeah, the culprit had gloves on. One got all torn up from the friction
And it fell into pool? From what I remember, the only one who wears black gloves is Kirumi, right?
The gloves on your hands now. I take it they're from your dorm?
I just wear bandages all the time.
The extra uniforms in our rooms are made of the same material we're wearing now. We can test my theory by comparing the fabric scrap with your glove.
You fished it out, my dude?
Well, Kirumi,
Well, yeah, it was daytime. We can go in the pool.
True.
the black fabric we found in the pool with your gloves?
Huh? What's the matter? Why are you sweating so much?
Because it's 900 degrees in Pennsylvania right now, that's why. Don't judge me.
What's wrong? Mo.
In the end, I'm just like them. I'm scared of revealing the truth. Because it means that someone has to be sacrificed, but Kaede was scared too. She didn't let that stop her. She thought things through to the end. I faced the truth and doubted it, and kept thinking and kept going. This is where it led me, and I won't turn away from it.
I will show you the truth.
Okay, comic book time. Start. Okay, what's our, The evidence made of metal, the prana. The cuffs.
Assuming, yeah, that'll probably be the handcuffs.
What was used as...
That's handcuffed to the victim, not handcuffed specifically.
Okay. I'm sorry. I'm dumb.
We don't have that yet, I don't think.
The thin and long item the culprit took from the gym.
Raw?
Don't have that yet either. Where in the gym was the rope tied? For the murder, what was put on the victim's wrist? Okay, that would be that one. Okay. What was taken from the pool? That would be the inner tube.
Yeah.
What was used to transport the body on the ropeway? Window frame and rope.
Hey, that's what the rope is tied to.
Okay.
You got a new clue
unlock?
open.
Piranha tank. What was used to transport the body on the ropeway?
That was in there too, I thought.
No, it was what you took from the
it
pool.
was the rope way. Oh no, it was on the rope way.
Hitting the brakes was tougher than expected. Friction on the glove. Where was the body carried to?
Yeah,
My God,
thing.
let me move. Metal handcuffs in the water. That's like the first thing we wanted.
Yep.
Okay. So what was used to partition the water tank? Piranha lid. Okay, the thin long item culprit took from the gym. That would be.
I guess that would be
the
carried the rope. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, and then what was used to transport the body on the ropeway? Hanged inner tube. And that would have to be tank.
This is the truth of the case.
Are you sure?
The
Maybe.
victim's body was found this morning during Himiko's underwater escape act. When we saw the piranhas in the tank, we thought that Himiko's escape failed. Of course, it was all part of the act. Himiko's escape went perfectly. But when Angie opened the curtain in front of the tank, we saw Ryoma with piranhas swarming around him. Before any of us could react, the piranhas devoured.
Jump.
And all that was left were his bones and the handcuffs he was wearing. That horrifying sight was the finishing touch on the culprit's own twisted magic trick.
I love that Kibu's like freaking out there.
Yeah, fucking, what the fuck? Fucking, what's her name is fucking vibrating.
The culprit obfuscated the time and place of the murder, implicating Himiko in the process. In truth, the crime began last night around 8:55 p.m. While preparing for the show in the gym, the culprit had a chance to be alone. It was then that the culprit used the ladder to reach the piranha tank and removed the glass lid to put inside the tank. They used it as a partition to force the piranhas to one side of the tank.
They look like they're scared.
Next, the culprit took the rope from the stage wing in the gym. This time to climb up to the gym's window.
Dude, Jim Bob's playing Siege.
Yeah, he messaged me and asked if I wanted to play. I said, give me like 30 to 40 minutes. I said, we're almost done with this recording session.
One end of the rope to the window frame. The rope was then thrown out the window toward the pool. These preparations were key for the culprit's elaborate plan.
Whoa.
At nighttime, past midnight, the culprit asked Ryoma to meet at his lab.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
All the pieces were in place. The culprit was ready to murder.
Oh, whose gloves are those?
Oh.
First, the culprit knocked Ryoma out, probably striking him from behind.
How come that was never in evidence?
Yeah, really.
Then, they put the handcuffs from the shower room on Ryoma's wrists.
After riding his penis.
I was about to say, that looks sussy.
And shoved his head into the sink filled with
I wanted to protect my gloves, so I have them in my mouth.
Apparently. Nobody wants soggy gloves. Aw, poor little dude. Why'd he have to die so violently?
Drowning, Ryoma should have woken up and struggled. The culprit anticipated his resistance, which is why Ryoma was handcuffed. The struggle left scrapes on the cuffs and sink. But in the end, Ryoma succumbed.
But in the end,
Ryoma was dead, but the culprit's plan had only just begun.
oh no.
These some funky beats for a murder.
They do.
They removed the cable from the tennis net and hung it from the window facing the pool. And then, at the pool, they connected the wire and the rope from the gym window.
Oh yeah?
Returned to the lab after picking up one last thing.
Prove it.
Grr.
Tap, 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 tap,
Inner
tap.
tube that was in the pool's tool shed. Once back in the lab, the culprit pulled the cable, bringing up the rope.
Man, this is a long elaborate kill.
I know, right? Like, she actually did it pretty well. She just fucked up at the end there.
They pulled until the rope was taut, then tied it to the lab's window frame.
Oh man, that rope taut.
Hot, dude.
And thus, the gym and the lab windows were connected by a single rope. After making a hanger of sorts with another length of rope tied to the inner tube, they hung the inner tube on the rope connecting the windows. That's how the culprit created the ropeway that was used to move the body. An impressive premeditated murder, but the culprit made two crucial mistakes.
They fucked with the ultimate detective and they fucked with everyone else.
Ryoma's body and slid toward the gym.
And he put on a dildo, a strap on, and fucked him in the butt.
I was gonna say, stop riding him like that, honey. Poor dude had enough.
To avoid crashing through the window, the culprit used a brake. They used their own hand to grip the rope and slow down. That would have caused significant rope burn had the culprit not been wearing gloves.
I would like to say, there was a much easier way to do that. That was just fucking hand over hand, bro. You wouldn't have ripped your glove.
Due to the friction, part of a glove tore off and dropped.
Oh, she's strong enough to stop it because it's at an angle. She would have been going pretty fast.
Once I said, well, again, if you hold it from the beginning and keep it so it can't pick up speed, you just hand over hand it, let it drop a little bit, bump against your hand, then you reach again, and you just...
I think they explained that they didn't want to risk the body dropping.
True.
She had to hold the body still.
Well, again, if you sit, you put the body over your lap and hand over hand.
She's already laying all over him,
You
so...
gotta think of, if you're on a tube and you have a body on there, you probably don't want to risk that body dropping at any point.
Yeah.
Again, you can still hold the body. You hand and keep one hand on the body. And then once you release that hand, you put it on the body, put your other hand up, and hand over hand. Yeah.
This seems like too much work.
Like, I get it. It was for the evidence. No, I get that. I'm just saying there was a smarter way.
I don't know. She could also just took that metal ring off her glove and tried to grip it.
All right.
Say hello to your adoring fans.
Let's continue this.
Or not.
Nah, such a cute girl.
Regardless,
God, they're vibrating.
and put Ryoma's body.
They're very angry. Well, you squish.
They're like, oh, I can see the body. I want to eat it, but there's some sort of invisible force field in front of us.
I was about to say, you squish them all together and you put food right next to them that they can't get. No wonder they're pissed off.
The glass pane not only kept the piranhas and the body separated, it also kept the piranhas so close together, they concealed the body. After that, all the culprit had to do was untie the rope and the inner tube. But that's when they made their second mistake.
Oh, no.
One end of the rope came loose, and the inner tube dropped into the pool. Thus, the culprit was forced to leave two key pieces of evidence, the fabric and the inner tube. They couldn't retrieve the evidence because of the rule against swimming at nighttime.
Why didn't she just take the rope by both ends and try to like jump rope it over it and scoop it closer?
Story.
Because she still couldn't bend down to pull it out.
True.
I mean, but also on the other hand, they were talking about a pole. There had to have been like a cleaning skimmer somewhere in that pool room.
Valid point.
Yeah, but you also gotta think when you murder someone, you're probably not in the right state of mind.
Do you have any objections?
True.
No, I'm in the right state of mind every time I murder somebody.
You're in the right state of ma'am?
I was about to say. Ma'am.
I'm in the right state of mind every time I murder somebody.
This is very, very unfortunate, Shuichi.
Unfortunate for you.
My pride as a maid demands that I fulfill every request that I receive.
Then admit.
To end like this.
Does that mean you admit it?
Kirumi.
Mommy.
And gloves, though. The warehouse should have had plenty.
There weren't any. Obviously, she would have used them if they were available. Jeez, Monokuma provided everything but the gloves. That's pretty sadistic. But thanks to him, at least the game became way more interesting.
That'd be interesting if she got like bandages so she could like pretend to be like Kyo's gloves, you know what I mean? Like throw people off. But
Or
she
even still grab like a swimsuit and just keep that over your hand.
Yeah. Plus she probably wasn't anticipating to lose a piece of her glove.
So, it's decided.
This case was decided the moment someone, who shall not be named, opened their big mouth.
We don't know that. Maybe the real culprit is someone nobody expects.
That is right. No need to worry.
Oh, Monodem, you're like a mommy taking care of her sick child.
All right, let's go! The heart-racing excitement as the blackened and the spotless finally face off!
Also, yes, I agree. Monokuma's voice has gotten so much better.
Yeah.
Good.